I am here to introduce not only Will Shortz, and who has a biography that takes up a lot more time and space than it does in your program. Let's just say he's Mr. Know-It-All, and we will leave it at that. It's also my pleasure to participate with Maki Kaji.
Japanese Sudoku. In USA and Europe, Sudoku. And in Spain, Sudoku. In Chinese, Sudo.
I'm interested in all kinds of puzzles, Sudoku, logic puzzles, word puzzles in general, but I am here to talk about crossword puzzles in my capacity as Crossword Editor at the New York Times. On Election Day, on Tuesday, the clue for the middle answer across the middle line across the diagram was headline in tomorrow's newspaper. And the answer could be Clinton elected or Bob Dole elected. Either one worked with the crossing answers. For example, the first down answer across that was black Halloween animal. And you could make it cat, forming this, the C of Clinton, or bat, forming the first B of Bob Dole. And the next one was French 101 word. You could make it Louis or Hui. And each of the following crossings similarly did double duty. Well, again, my phone started ringing that morning from people who were outraged that, first of all, that I would either be presumptuous enough to assume that Clinton was going to win the election, or who had filled in Bob Dole elected and thought that I'd made a big mistake. Well, what jumps to mind is actually an aha moment in editing puzzles. And I got some advice early on when I was editing Crosswords for the Times, and it was someone who said, you can't please everyone at once. And back when I first started editing Crosswords for the Times, I would get letters from people who were saying the puzzles are too hard and too easy, and they're talking about the very same puzzle. And at first I thought, well, that's impossible. But now I realize you can't please everyone. And if you're doing anything interesting in life, you will antagonize some people. So my philosophy is I do my best, I try my hardest, I try to please as many people as I can, but I know I can't be perfect.
So Will was talking about his philosophy. His philosophy is like, take it easy, don't get too serious. And he was challenging me with the interpretation skill. There's a Japanese term called tariki hongan. It's like a Buddhist term that's like, count on other people's help or count on other people's fate and get onto it.
Gambling man, yeah.
With puzzles, gives you a feeling of being in control. That most things in life, we face problems every day in life, but most of them don't have perfect solutions, and most of them you don't see the process through from start to finish. With a crossword or Sudoku or any kind of human-made puzzle, you start with square one, literally, and go to the end, and when you're done, it gives you a great feeling of satisfaction, and it's a feeling of empowerment. You don't get that from games. That's a different sort of feeling.
So the good part of the puzzle is that it's cheap. You can start from anywhere. It's quick. And it gives you satisfaction in that way.
Crosswords, any kind of puzzle is good for, puzzles are good for the brain. It's like going to the gym and working out. I mean, puzzles are mental aerobics. And I think crosswords are particularly good for you because they exercise so many different parts of the brain. They test your vocabulary, your knowledge about stuff you learned at school, as well as the movie you read about last week. They test your sense of humor, your mental flexibility. I say it's like going to the gym and working out on every machine.